In today's video, I'm going to do a big rant about the government, and I'm going to talk about debt, and I'm going to talk about these ridiculous 50-year home mortgages that are being rolled out in an effort to make home ownership more.
So you see the purple and the light and the weirdness and the just bizarre background. Like, what are you doing? What is this supposed to be, bro? Is this a giant sword? What is this thing? What is this guy's background all about, dude? The purple is always some weird stuff in his background. This guy's weird, dude. Super weird, man. But he is a backloader. He is.
More affordable for the American people. It's a disaster. Biblically, I'm going to tell you why. This is going to be nuts. I'm mad. I am angry, and I'm going to say some mean things. Don't go. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. This is your friend Spencer here. Check out our book on Amazon, Handbook of Modern Heretics. Link in the description below. They've got a lot of good chapters here. We've been promoting that this last week. We're going to promote it again this week. Check it out. This big, great Christmas present, all that kind of stuff. If you do Christmas, if not, don't hate me. Amen. All right, there you go. So go ahead and smash your like button for the lizard people will get you. Godzilla right here to remind you of that. I want to go to the Bible if I can. Just start off with here in this video. And the Bible says in Proverbs 22, verse number 7, the rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. Meaning this, a servant is a form of a slave, somebody who serves their lender. You go to work every day if you're in debt to pay money to these people who have loaned you money, and so therefore debt is a soft form of slavery. I hope you know that. And you know, I've watched Dave Ramsey for years. I think it's time that Americans right now need to get a little bit of Ramsey in them and try to understand that this is not good. Okay, so I want to type in usury, and I want to just check that out. Let's see here. Let's see here.
Look at this guy's setup. Look at this guy's setup. Look at this guy's setup. This guy has like what? How many subscribers does this guy have? 20,000 subscribers. I think this is his smaller channel. This is one of his other channels. Oh, 240,000 subscribers, right? 240,000 subscribers. He's using this free Bible software. You know? Like, dude, man. And then, but look at his background. Look at, like, he spends all his money on his background. And his Bible software sucks. It's like the free one. I mean, I use it too, but it's like, dude, come on, man.
Usury, there it is. I'm going to take that word and I'm going to look it up for you. And if you understand, usury is the idea of charging some sort of crazy debt on money, or the interest made on money and debt and that kind of stuff. And if you go here,
is that what that is in his background? Deliverance. Oh, Delaware. Oh, Delaware. I thought you said Deliverance. That movie. This guy's works out. So yeah, what's up his merch? This guy? Wow, this guy's wicked, dude.
Just look in the Bible, you'll find there's a lot about usury. And Proverbs 28:8, he that by usury and unjust gain increases his substance, he shall gather it for him that will pity the poor. And see, Proverbs 15:5, he that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent, he that doeth these things shall never be moved. And so there's a lot there. It's the idea of charging people so much interest that they'll never get out of debt. And it's a crime, is what it is. At least it should be a crime. And what is happening is that America has a housing crisis. I think a lot of people have a housing crisis, but America certainly does. I know that trying to buy a house here in this area that we live in can be quite difficult, and I know that for sure. There's a lot of reasons why the American housing situation is so bad. Number one, there's probably about 30 million people in America that don't belong here, and that they have overstayed their visa. They're buying homes. That's the thing. They're living in these homes. Another thing that's happening is that there are multinational corporations that are literally buying up entire neighborhoods sight unseen and paying over asking price for these things. And it's like these people have unlimited money. And it's like, who owns these houses? A lot of people have talked about BlackRock owning homes and buying up neighborhoods. We even just put a post out about that here just a minute ago. And, you know, on Twitter, we talked about that here. So, and by the way, follow us on X. It's not Twitter, it's X. And just check this out. BlackRock buying entire neighborhoods before the 50-year mortgage is rolled out. There you go. That's basically what they're doing. Matter of fact, I think it was Governor Huckabee there in Arkansas, Mike Huckabee's daughter.
This is what he's trying to do. This is what he's trying to show you. Like, look. Okay, I get it. Yes, there's a BlackRock thing where they're trying to invest in real estate, and that's putting pressure on the market and all that stuff. Okay, but when you show this, that's not informing us. That's just like, it's gonna create panic in some people, and other people it's gonna make them laugh or whatever. But that's not informative. It's not helpful. It's just a dumb meme. You know, why would you put that, man? Why would you show that?
That was making moves that foreign entities cannot own American land. And, you know, it's like China was buying up thousands.
He has tons of symbolism with this guy. Tons, bro. I mean, I can't find his logo right now. Yeah, I'll check it out.
thousands of acres of farmland in Arkansas, and they've just made a move to say we can't do that anymore. Okay, so that's part of the problem with American real estate is that there's foreign interest buying all these houses. I had a friend a couple years ago in Georgia. He like listed his house for $220,000.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, his realtor.
This is like his logo for his movie or something, and then this is like a purple thing. Every single thing this guy does is shilly and occultic, and he'll talk about the occult, act like he's like exposing it when really he's part of it, you know?
Realtor says we got an offer in for $250,000, and he said, okay, well, who is it? And she said it's some LLC somewhere. And we don't know who it is. And he said, okay, well, I guess we'll take the offer. Well, he sold his house for $250,000 to some LLC, sight unseen, and they didn't even show up to the closing. Some lawyer signed for him, and this LLC paid some lawyer to go and buy this house. And I mean, it turns out, who knows who that was? Who knows who that was? And they're doing this all over the place. And they're renting these houses out to the American people for like an insane amount of money. And so nobody can buy a house anymore because who's buying these homes? Okay, you got millions of illegals. You have multinational corporations buying up homes like they're candy bars. I mean, just buying the whole street. It's crazy. And then you have the interest rates that are just crazy. I don't know. There's a whole lot there, and I'm trying not to get into that too much. But the American government is now.
I'm trying not to get into it too much. Like this guy just doesn't know what he's talking about. He's trying to he doesn't know how to discuss this issue, you know. But you know what? The whole thing of like pumping up real estate prices artificially has been going on for a lot longer. It's been going on for like 100 years or something, man. Since they started doing well, not 100 years, maybe like 50 years. Like since they started doing fractional reserve banking. That's the thing. Fractional reserve banking was the beginning of the end for like normal real estate prices and stuff.
Coming out with a
also the gold standard, when they took away the gold standard, that led to a lot of inflation too, you know.
Into that too much. But the American government is now coming out with a 50-year loan. And now another thing they're doing as well is a 15-year car loan. This is not going to end well. The idea of putting people into perpetual debt slavery is a Band-Aid on the real problem. The real problem is that the market's been hijacked. And this doesn't fix it. This does not fix it. Let's see here. I got to go to these things. This is driving me nuts.
The market's been hijacked. It's the Jews, guys, or whatever. What is he going to say? Who are you going to say? Who's market who hijacked the market? BlackRock? What a joke. I know the ceiling does look weird, eh? It looks like it might be a studio, yeah, for real. I mean, I guess he's trying to make us believe this is his house or something, which is bizarre in itself if that's his house, but yeah, it probably is a studio, yeah.
Absolutely angry. I am so upset. And by the way, get your $2,000 stimulus check. There you go. Goodness gracious. Here we go. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take a moment to breathe. Please forgive me. Happy thoughts. I gotta get my own going. Oh my God. I'm gonna focus my chi. I am a good man. I am strong. do my affirmations. I am powerful. People will buy my book, Handbook of Modern Heretics, on Amazon with the link in the description below. They will do these things. And one day, they will realize how right I was about everything, and they will go watch their Adam. There we go. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I had to do my affirmations. The age of the owner has ended. The age of the eternal debtor has come. Hallelujah. By the way, there's something right there on the 19th Amendment. I can get into that. Here we go. So let me get this straight. Houses are too expensive because entire neighborhoods are being scooped up by investment firms and foreign funds. The same people who crashed the economy are buying out land under our feet. Instead of stopping that, we're just going to stretch the debt out 50 years and rent from the banks. That's exactly what's happening. Because they're not doing it in my neighborhood, but they're doing it all across the country. They're doing this all across the country.
This guy's version of informing his audience on this very difficult and important and complex issue, right? His way of doing that is showing you a bunch of memes and dumb posts on Twitter. That's what he's doing to inform his audience. This guy, man, this guy is what is this guy doing? This guy's supposed to be like, he'll go and preach in a church, like a visiting pastor or something, you know? Ridiculous, bro.
This is one of my favorite. I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago. I was there when I took out the current mortgage on Rivendell. So now the end begins. As a 50-year mortgage lowers your monthly payment slightly, true, but it massively increases the total interest paid by nearly.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it probably will affect the price of homes slightly, but I don't think that's the main driver of these high housing costs. You know, it's not the main driver, but they're seeing that And so it's giving them an opportunity in a market. And then by them investing in it, that does pump up the market slightly, but that's not the main driver. I wouldn't say. I say there's other issues here, especially like inflation is one of the biggest ones. Both sources means on Twitter. At least the other guy uses the wiki. I know. At least the wiki is like at least better than this. This is ridiculous, dude. John 10:34. Let me get to that. Let me get to that in a minute. All right.
Nearly 95% more. A 50-year mortgage is financial
By the
enslavement.
way, hi, Loving Star. By the way, how are you? God bless. You don't have to believe in the DBR. Oh, you don't have to believe in, what were you saying? You have to believe in, like, what was it? The resurrection at the end of time or something? Let's see, you don't. Where's on all the houses? I know. It's the boomer world, bro. They're trying to make your generation into paupers that have to rent everything for the rest of their life, you know?
You will never pay it off. Shame on you, President Trump. And I mean, yeah, Japan has 100-year mortgages. Do y'all know that? They do. And it's like handing debt down to your grandkids. You'll never pay that off. So
I don't know. Did they really? I mean, I'm sure they did it in a certain way, but another way I think they didn't. You know, I feel like that argument is kind of overplayed. But yeah, I get what you're saying in terms of getting a house and having economic future or whatever. That's true. Hey, God bless. Your generation, that's what it is. We don't need a stupid 50-year mortgage. Look, especially he's reading his own tweet now. This guy's literally reading tweets. There's 240,000 people audience. And they're like, yeah, this is so informative.
We don't need a stupid 50-year mortgage. We need deregulating the housing industry so builders can build again, lower the interest rates, deport 30 million people who are living in these homes.
Oh yeah, like I get what you're saying. But then there's lots of them are nice, like, you know, like they sell their home, but they understand like they're doing it for their kids and stuff, you know. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, bro. It is brutal, it is. But it's not like, I mean, like if you were in their position, would you do it differently? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, obviously, they're just gonna buy their house and they're gonna sell it for as much as they can sell it. They're gonna buy as cheap as they can. They're gonna sell it for as much as they can. They're gonna rent it out for as much as they can, right? That's the market, right? But they didn't create the conditions that led to this. That led to this disaster. You know, I'll tell you, the big things are central banking. The gold standard going away, and then also fractional reserve banking. What in the world is X? X is Twitter. Oh, I know. This is satanic things. This one that the boomers talking about. I know. It is annoying. But they're not all like that. Some of them are pretty good. But yeah, I know what you're saying, man. Especially in American culture or the Western kind of culture. There's a lot of that, you know? The Anglosphere.
These three things should cause a significant impact on the American homebuyer market and will eliminate the need for a 50-year mortgage. A 50-year mortgage only treats the symptom, not the cause. And that's a fact. And so we don't want a 50-year mortgage. We want to deport 50 million people. And so there you go. Just a bunch of fun stuff there. Let me read these tweets to you, and I want to just get into these things. Just check this out. This is one of my favorite meme formats right now. Dave Ramsey, you took a 50-year mortgage. Yes, Dave. You also took a 50-year car loan. That's correct, Dave. Guys, this is not the answer. Your government has betrayed you. I want a 20-year mortgage with 2% interest and no property tax. That's exactly what I want. You pay your house off, but you still got to pay, property tax every year.
Dude, this guy is not even being ironic. He literally thinks this is a show. Like, this is a way to tell us about this problem of the 50-year mortgage thing, whatever they're doing. Wow, dude, this is ridiculous, bro.
Per year. So, and if you don't pay your property tax, they'll take the house from you. I want a $2,000 stimulus check. I want to abolish the Federal Reserve. I agree with that. 50-year mortgage, 15-year auto loans. It's almost as if they don't want you to own anything. Remember that saying from the World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and be happy? That's what's going on. The age of ownership is trying to be taken away from you to where you will rent everything. You'll rent a car. good heavens, cars are astronomical right now. You'll have to rent a car. You'll have to rent a home. You'll have to rent an apartment for the rest of your life. There are people even now that are renting phones, renting computers, renting. Just it's dumb. And it's you are stepping into the age of the debt slave. It's not good. Yesterday it was 50-year mortgage.
Let's say okay. Let's say all that's true, which it probably is. Okay, or at least a lot of it, right? Like the idea that home ownership is probably going to be out of reach for most people in the future or whatever, right? That idea, okay, sure. But like these people, they're not telling you anything useful about it. They're just like what is he doing? Complaining? What is he doing? What is he saying to you? Like, what are you telling me, bro? What are you telling me? I could just look in the newspaper and find out all this stuff in less time, and then never have to worry about. Like, I don't know. This is such a waste of time. This whole video. What do you think of the fact that you basically need a phone to live in society? Is that kind of? Oh yeah, for sure. I swear the whole phone thing came out. Like the phones came out and got like really universal, practically universal, right at the time when COVID happened. You know, I thought that was weird. But anyway, the phone thing is totally engineered and it's social engineering. Hey, what's up? You back? Is that what you have a telly? I just can't afford a phone. I can't afford a
15-year car loan. He's doing everything to help banks and Wall Street and nothing to help you. That's a fact. So here's the deal. Now, I don't know if you guys were aware of the 2008 financial crash and the market crash and things like that. There's a lot of documentaries on it and stuff like that. People are shorting the market and all kinds of stuff like that. Subprime mortgages, that type of stuff. I think it was Bill Clinton that started that whole fiasco, and then it kind of just came to a head on George Bush's watch, and everybody blamed George Bush, but I think a lot of it had to do with DEI mortgages. Fannie Mae said to drop a 620 credit score minimum mortgage giant. Well,
DEI mortgages. Dude, dude, oh man, dude. It's like, it's Clinton. It was Clinton. He's the one that did it. And then he blamed it on George Bush. Like, it's always like that. It's always like they try to blame one side or the other side. Oh, it's DEI mortgage. They're DEI mortgages. They're not just like mortgages that are given out to people that don't have good credit. They're DEI mortgages, which they are. Like, I get that was part of the scam or whatever. But like, look, dude, everything with these people is always divide and conquer. You know, it's never about like. Who created that situation where there was these mortgages for so cheap or so like mortgages to give it out to people that can't afford it and stuff? Who created all that? Who started all that? Where did that come from? Was it Bill Clinton? Do you think Bill Clinton did that? No, it was not. It's like these banks and this whole operation, dude. You know, it's not the banks. I think it's like the devil, obviously. So. You gotta really look there. That's really our enemy, right? But they've been engineering this thing for a long time to get it to the point where you can't afford a home and you have to rent everything forever.
Well, instead use its own analysis of risk factors. Officially say they're easing barriers to borrowing. It's just the latest in a series of policy changes aimed at creating home ownership opportunities in the United States. I have heard this story before. I have seen this movie. This is where we're going. Ron DeSantis even said that. He said, we've seen this movie before.
But you know those glasses with the camera? You know those ones? The glasses with the like camera in the thing, like the Facebook camera glasses. Those are weird, dude. Those are gonna get weird. Smartphones are convenient for what? When you think about it, what do they do that a non-smartphone can do other than GPS is convenient? And I think the ability to just go on the internet anywhere you are, just go on Google and just or whatever, check a map, stuff like that. That's pretty good. But otherwise, yeah.
And he ain't wrong. He is not wrong. The WhiteHouse.gov posted this. Make the American dream accessible to everyone. President Trump today has asked the Department of Transportation and Commerce to make vehicle ownership for all a reality by introducing a 15-year car loan. Who even has a car for 15 years? I guarantee you most people don't. I don't think I've ever owned a car for 15 years. Come close. The average person doesn't own a car for 15 years. 10 maybe. Oh my goodness. People are going to be in debt forever. You will be a slave for the rest of your life. So you can't afford a 5-year car loan, so you're going to take out a 15-year car loan to pay $350 less a month, but pay $20,000 more to the bank by the end of the loan? That's correct, Dave. Yeah. I mean, this whole Nightingale Associates tweet you just shared a minute ago, Liquidity just said dropping credit score requirements and rolling out 50-year mortgages, you say. Yeah, this is the history is repeating itself.
Wow, this guy's literally just gonna read these dumb tweets, these dumb memes and stuff, man. Wow, dude. Anyway, so yeah, this is a thing. They're trying to make you into paupers. I know my audience is mostly young people, so yes, that's happening to you. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's not the end of the world, but yes, life is not gonna be. But life is gonna be hard anyway. That's the thing. Like life is hard, you know. Life is not easy. So life was gonna be hard anyway, and now it's gonna be hard in this way, you know. And but the thing is, now you guys have God with you. You know, you guys have Jesus. Like that's why it's like you have hope. For everybody else, the people that don't have that, you know, that don't have that hope, that sucks, you know? That really sucks. Yeah. I know. Asia's gonna walk right into the like, digital slavery thing, you know? I mean, the Chinese and like Koreans and stuff are already in there. And then yeah, India, they're just gonna hop in because they don't like your government has sold you out. What's his name? Modi. The guy finessing his viewers by showing them memes on Twitter. Oh, like money outfit, shit like that. I know it's just total shillery, bro. I know it's just type of KJVO people focus on materialism and money. I know it's a fake KJVO. He doesn't care about the KJV. Remember people claim it'll be 2008 all over again. You get that confirmed? Yeah, I know. So
Okay. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 Studying the Bible with Mike, Sam, Pat. These other YouTubers are just so trash. Hit the thumbs up if you wanna support. Go follow Mike as he follows the Lord. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 You better watch out, Mike's calling out the shields. If you're not free grace, you need to sit down and chill. We're not hyper grace, you know we keep it real. Eternally secure, you know that we're sealed. We don't back low, we're not workspace heretics. Mike's not in it for the money, trying to get a lick. They out here selling their souls for a couple clicks. Becoming Freemasons so they can't just get rich. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 Shout out to Mike, Sam, Pat. Check out his channel, Toronto Bible Study. Subscribe and like.